Have you ever felt completely drained at work? Not because you were overwhelmed, but because you were underwhelmed. Like you were just going through the motions. You were checking all the boxes, your watch, looking at the clock, wondering if anyone would even notice if you left early. Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity Show. This is the place where you come if you want the tips, tools, and techniques to create more of an impact in your leadership with less of a sacrifice in your life. And today we're talking about a topic you may not have heard of. It is called Boreout. I didn't say burnout, Boreout, and it is just as dangerous as burnout. And I want to show you how clarity helps. So, have you ever felt completely drained at work? Not because you were overwhelmed, but because you were underwhelmed. Like you were just going through the motions. You were checking all the boxes, your watch, looking at the clock, wondering if anyone would even notice if you left early. I get it. Back in my corporate career, at one point I had this voice whispering in my ear that you are capable of more than this. But here's the thing. I was excelling in my role. I was getting all the gold stars, but I wasn't challenged. And in hindsight, I really was playing small. And unbeknownst to me, Boreout was the culprit. And let me tell you, Boreout is just as dangerous as burnout. Instead of running on empty, you feel like you're just running in place. You are stuck in a rut so deep, you're practically laying down in it. And if you have felt this, then the chances are the team that you lead has felt it too. So here's the really good news. Clarity is the antidote. So what is Boreout and why should you care? Well, we all know about burnout, the overworked, overstressed, I need a vacation immediately kind of exhaustion. But Boreout? That's what happens when employees feel underutilized, unchallenged, and then they disengage. And disengagement is expensive, my friends. Studies show that bored employees, they're less productive, they are more prone to make errors, and they are more likely to quit, or even worse than that, stay and do the absolute bare minimum to get by. That is such a slow drain on productivity, team morale, creativity, you name it, just the overall performance of your department. So as a leader, it isn't your job to just manage the workload. It's to create an environment where people feel seen, they're engaged, they're challenged, they're valued. So how does Clarity help you with this? Well, enter the Clarity Compass. It is a framework that I created. It is simple, yet it is really powerful because it helps you to cut through uncertainty. It helps you to focus on what's most important to make a difference, and it helps you to take very intentional action in a direction. So here's how you can use the Clarity Compass framework to keep your teams engaged. Number one, the why. Connect the work to a bigger purpose. Boreout happens when employees don't see why their work matters. If a task feels meaningless, then they don't have any motivation. So you as a leader need to make sure that your teams understand why their work contributes to the bigger picture, why it's meaningful. So your clear move as a manager or as a leader, instead of just assigning tasks, explain, educate them why the work they are doing matters. Share stories about how it makes an impact. Tie their daily work to larger company goals. People need a reason to care. Give them one. Number two, the what. Co-creating goals for growth. If people don't know what they're working toward, then they're not invested in the journey. But here's the catch. Goals need to be challenging enough to keep employees engaged, and employees should have a say in shaping those goals as well. So your clear move is, instead of setting goals in isolation and just handing them down, make it a conversation. Have a dialogue with them. What is one thing that would make this role more exciting for you? Where are their passions? Encourage your employees to think about how they want to stretch themselves and what support they need to get there. Then collaborate on setting the goals that align with both their growth and your department's priorities. Number three, the who. Align work with strengths and interests. No one wants to be a cog in the machine. People thrive when they are acknowledged for their strengths and that those strengths are leveraged. But they also need the right support system to accelerate their growth. So your clear move, instead of assuming you know what excites your team, make it a collaborative discussion. Brainstorm together who or what could help them achieve their goals faster. Are there mentors, training programs, cross-departmental projects that could help provide fresh stretches, fresh challenges? Schedule one-on-one clarity conversations to uncover the talents, maybe hidden talents, potential allies and resources to help your team stretch while also feeling supported. Then adjust assignments and provide access to the right support accordingly. Number 4, the how. Give ownership, not just tasks. So delegation isn't about getting things off your plate. It's about giving employees the autonomy to take ownership. People disengage when they feel like they have no say in how they do their work. So here's your clear move. Instead of micromanaging, provide a clear outcome and let your team determine how they're going to get there. Maybe you ask them, what would make this project more meaningful for you? Then give it to them. Give them the room to run with it, get it done how they know best. So you also want to make things actionable. The fastest way to disengagement, endless meetings, vague action items. People need momentum. They need clear next steps that move them forward. So your clear move, and every meeting with a next clear step. You make it a challenge. What is one action that you can take this week to bring more energy, more passion into your work? Then check in on their progress, either between meetings or at the next meeting. So after all of this, what is your next clear step? So glad you asked. Boreout isn't an individual problem. It's a leadership challenge. And great leaders don't just manage people. They create environments where people want to stay, grow, and contribute at their highest level. So if you're ready to bring the clarity edge to your organization, then check out my keynote designed to help leaders cut through uncertainty, engage their teams, and drive a meaningful impact. You can learn more about the Clarity Edge keynote at www.debbiepetersonspeaks.com. And if you've ever felt stuck in the bore-out cycle, maybe you've seen it in your team, let's talk about it. What is one way you could bring more clarity to your work or leadership? Drop a comment below or send me a message. I would love to hear your thoughts. And until the next time, here's wishing you all the clarity that you deserve. Take good care and bye-bye for now.